Hey guys, how's it going? ItZMuRdA here. We got a quick episode of current events today, just a few things that I thought were important to talk about. A very PlanetSide University day over here. I'm going to give them some love since I forgot to mention the Community Clash on Monday. But anyway, some pretty cool announcements the past couple of days. The PlanetSide 2 optimization shift that many of you guys may have heard about. Smelly tweeted out yesterday. This is the original two tweets, and then I'm not sure if this is the button I click. There it is. I'm pretty good at navigating PlanetSide Universe. I wanted to get to this commentary as well. Anyway, these are his original two tweets that he basically just said that PlanetSide 2 team is shifting their priorities, focusing purely on optimization, and acknowledged that it was unacceptable as it stands, and it's going to take some understanding on the part of the players. Focusing on this type of stuff means that other things wait. I'm going to turn off the fan just in case it was annoying. I couldn't really tell, but anyway, he also clarified a few things that were popular comments on Reddit, saying it has nothing to do with the PlayStation 4 version. That's a separate team, and it's about the PC's version's unacceptable performance. It's getting worse, and we need to fix it immediately. He said that he asked that they cease work on everything until we get the performance situation significantly improved. It means faster, using less memory, better behaving. Beyond that, we need to wait and see. It means AMDs are getting attention, multi-core support is coming, has no impact on EverQuest Next, and we're not sure exactly how much faster you're going to see it run. It's going to depend on your particular situation, but it might mean that Hassan and the infill update and other features are delayed further, which is disappointing, but honestly, I totally understand. As he said here, we've tried to clean up a lot of the stuff while the plane is in the air and flying. We can't keep adding stuff without taking the time to clean this up first. That's what we've been doing, and it's been a mistake. And I agree with him, and I'm excited about it. I always, like I've said, back in Game Update 10 and 11, I always preferred bug fixes and improving what we already have, quality of life changes, optimization, things like that, before adding new content. So some people are going to be upset. Some people are going to cry, whatever, blah, blah, blah. People like to find things to complain about, but generally I think that they're doing a good job at listening to the community and helping out. Even though my game generally runs pretty well, I'm still excited to have it run even better, and the prospect of that many more people getting back into the game or starting the game to begin with and sticking with it because it runs better on their machines. So just a heads up on that. We don't know exactly what it means yet. We're still going to be seeing patches, but it's going to be largely focused on bug fixes and optimization, I imagine, until they get it a little bit more under control. So I think it's good news personally, and it's much better that they acknowledge it early on before PlayStation release, brings in a ton more people into the community before MLG and all sorts of things like that. Speaking of which, PlayStation release date is November 15th, if you didn't know, in North America, and November 29th in Europe. And they did announce that there is going to be Twitch integration, so I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work, but I am excited for that as a streamer and as a PlanetSide streamer, because it should be really easy for people who are playing PlanetSide on PlayStation 4 to just hop into the Twitch streams of the game, and hopefully it'll bring a lot more people into our community and into the PlanetSide viewership in general on Twitch, so I think that's good news for everybody. With that, there's also a test server update, which again I'm scooping from PSU, although I do believe there are official patch notes. Not a whole lot of interesting stuff, but or I should say not a whole lot of stuff, but there are a few interesting things. A lot of fixes. These are the physics and projectile improvements, so that strikers aren't going to just completely demolish you no matter where you try to fly to avoid them. Some things with the AV turret being shot from way out of range and not rendering the projectile properly, and other guided rockets pathing and things like that. There's some infantry tuning, again trying to make flak armor again more competitive with Nanoweave by giving it benefits directly against rocket launchers, grenades, and rocket pods. I don't know. I assume that means you're not going to get one shot by the two ladder if you have high enough flak armor. Could be another reason worth using it, but I still do like Nanoweave, but we'll see. An infantry damage reduction on the AV weapons and a buff on the Vortex. I think that makes sense. I don't know that like the Pounder and whatnot needed to be nerfed against infantry, but I think it makes sense. That's fine with me, and bringing the Falcon more in line with the other ones as well. There are more drifter changes, kind of just like a complete revamp a little bit of how it works. Initial fuel cost increase and fuel consumption reduction to offset that. and a greater initial height boost, which I think is pretty cool, because lots of times you would just go down, and if you wanted a little bit of a jump up things, it would be frustrating to use. Also, repeatedly tapping the jump jet key will now slightly increase the height at the cost of fuel, so you can actually kind of jump your way up things when you need to, yet still use drifters otherwise. I think it's a good change for him overall. I use drifters sometimes as it is, and I think this will only make it better. Cleaning up the cert accordion and things like that so that you don't see certs for things that you don't own. They also fixed the engineer turrets. Some other things, pilots, you guys might want this above mean sea level indicator. I have no idea. more cosmetic slots for sundersers. Some other minor changes here. One of the larger ones, for me at least, was the second line, fix for scope sway persisting into optics that aren't intended to have any. So our close quarters sniper rifles that use 1Xs and things like that shouldn't have the scope sway anymore after this. It's something I've been asking for a while, and I'm going to appreciate that change when I go to do those or axioms after I'm done with the SMGs. So I thought that was a pretty good one. This AoE damage hitting people inside shields from certain angles, people have been complaining about that for a while since it started happening again, so that's a good one as well. And I think the rest of this is pretty straightforward bug fixes. You can definitely read through them. We should probably see most or all of this stuff as part of GU15, I would believe, maybe about a week or so from today. I don't know if that timetable got switched when they shifted to bug fixes or not, but we'll see. And the community clash that I forgot to mention on Monday, happening now weekly Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Last week it was Black Widow Company and DOS Onfall. This week it is TRG and Ghost of Revolution. And you can watch it on twitch.tv/AGNTV. You can go to PlanetSide Universe and there'll be links. It was pretty enjoyable to watch last week, and I'm sure it's just going to get better and better with each episode. So I recommend you guys tune into that tonight. And I don't know if there's much else to say about it, but I did want to definitely plug it for them. There is the, I don't even remember, I think it's PS2 Com Clash or some crap like that on Twitter. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I can check real quick. Yeah, PS2 COMM Clash. Hey, Clegg, what are you doing? You're interrupting my video. On Twitter, if you want to be one of the few followers for the new Twitter page that I believe Torque set up for it. And then there's also the AGNRCCCCC, however many C's, hashtag that we've been joking about on Twitter as well. So anyway, tune in, check it out, tell your friends. It's definitely worth it. And also, all that aside, if you tuned in yesterday to the stream, you know we were playing some Saints Row. It's been a lot of fun. Dubstep guns and mostly naked people and things like that. All the ridiculousness from Saints Row 3 multiplied by 100. Getting into superpowers and all sorts of crazy stuff, and me hitting keybinds that I need to change. But it's been a lot of fun, so you'll be seeing me stream it here some today, but I will be streaming some PlanetSide today as well. And just in general on and off in the near future until I've kind of done everything I care to do in the game. But it's fun. I do recommend it to anybody, especially if you enjoyed Saints Row 3. I think you'll have a blast. So be sure to tune into the stream. If you don't already, ItZMuRdA.com or twitch.tv/ItZMuRdA_TV. And I will see you guys around. And have a good one. Also be sure to tune into the AGN TV Community Clash with ReachCast tonight. So you guys take care. I'll see you soon.